Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome if you're new. This will be a daily tea collective energy update for you. I do consider all my readings to be timeless, so whenever you're guided here is the right time. Alright, so check it out. The first card we had come out is number 21, the world. And there's this sense of connection here. The world calls for completion, but not for rest. It's the close of one chapter, which compels the start of another. And in this deck specifically, there's a young couple that's locked in this embrace, and it looks like they're kissing, almost like they're merging as one. And most versions of the card will depict a single cosmic dancer, right? But ultimately they're one body, one soul, one purpose. And they're surrounded by this giant laurel wreath. Looks to be like suspended in midair and held together by these scarlet ribbons of infinity. Wreaths themselves are intertwined with concepts of death, resurrection, immortality, which is why we hang them to celebrate the seasons, and we use them to commemorate the passing of our loved ones. Historically, heroes were crowned with these laurel wreaths whenever they defeated their opponents in battle or on the playing field. And from these clouds, we have the 4 fixed signs of the zodiac. Which are like guarding over the 4 corners of the universe. You probably remember them from the Wheel of Fortune card. It's the winged angel of Aquarius, the Scorpio Phoenix, the Leo Lion, and the Taurus Bull. And they represent the 4 elements, the 4 directions, the 4 cardinal directions. Also the 4 suits of the minor arcana. And the world is the last card in the major arcana, which brings the series to a full circle, which of course is the symbol of eternity with no beginning, no end. And the world card might be the last card in the major arcana, but it's also the starting point for this whole new cycle of adventures and experience in the everyday cards of the minor arcana. There's a sense here of unity, of completion, of perfection, success, of celebration. The world is associated with Saturn, the ringed planet of boundaries and structure. Saturn rules the 10th house of the zodiac, where astrologers look for information about career and social standing. Also, Saturn rules Capricorn, which is an earth sign associated with work, achievement, responsibility, drive. And then we have the Knight of Wands, which talks about moving towards this success. I see him like headed towards this world. On the bottom, we do have the 3 of Swords. And to me, in this, we also have the 10 of Wands and the Queen of Swords. To me, this is healing of the heart. Some of you have learned to really like stand in your boundaries, like stand 10 toes down. And it's this sense of rebuilding and moving towards this success. And there's this understanding that it's already yours. It's already there. It's vibration, and it's just moving towards that, moving away from the old unhealed version of self into this rebuilding. There's ideas that are coming through at this time that are really going to enable you to step into this completion, this success that is yours. And the Knight of Swords is one of those riders who move in perfect union with their animals. His mind moves as quickly as his mount. He can literally ride like the wind. And there's this sense of skill and bravery. There's also, with the Knight, of course, this sense of battle and combat, defense. There could be some resistance here. The Knight of Wands, I just feel like it's you stepping into your power, right? If you think of wands, it's this very magical energy. It's this sense of like I can do whatever I want to do. It's like I'm on this mission, I'm on this adventure, and I'm headed towards this success. We're gonna pull some animal spirits. If you would like the extended version of this reading, please make sure you are on my YouTube channel. It's linked in my bio. I'll see you there. Alright, coming straight into the extended version. I just want to touch on some of these last cards that I didn't really get to touch on yet before we pull some animal spirits. Thank you guys, by the way, for liking and sharing and commenting, all the things that help us creators. Please make sure you're subscribed as well. Alright, so the 10 of Wands is this, it's this energy of progress in this deck. This is the Before Tarot. So it's this sense of perseverance and putting in the work that needs to be done to get to this world. I see this as your dream, what it is that you're building. It's it's an energy of movement forward, of perseverance. There could be something that you're like in the stages of planning and development. Gaining some ideas. And I see this as divine ideas. Looks like an angel is bringing her crown. Swords is the suit of the mind, of intellect, of the thought forms that run your world. And I see this as the divine inspiring you, bringing forward information, ideas that will inspire you to really step into this perfected timeline. It's like a building of your own heaven on earth. I'm going to look at this Three of Swords. The Three of Swords talks about heartbreak, or in this deck, potential heartbreak. So I want to just look at this. We're going to go with the After Tarot. Tell me about this Three of Swords here. I'm really feeling it as a healing. We've got the Moon and the Hermit. So the Moon is illusion. I feel this as clarity about perhaps something that you went through, and I just feel like it's making you stronger. It's helping you, like you having to go through what you went through in the past, specifically with your heart, with your shadows, with your mind. Yeah, I feel this is a success of, or a completion, a healing of the heart and of the mind. It's like mind, body, soul coming into union through the inner work, through going within, through the reprogramming of old patterns, old habits, old attitudes, and really like seeking to, or planning to create this whole new world that is very divinely driven. It's stepping into your divine self. It's if you've been looking for a sign, this is it. The divine is literally pouring all of this information into you at this time for those that are open and searching for it. The Hermit is introspection. It's going inward, going within, soul searching. The Star is it's hope, it's faith, it's a knowingness. There's this sense of connectedness here. You could be getting a lot of signs, synchronicities, things of this nature. On the bottom, we've got the Hierophant. This is a spiritual lesson that's being mastered, is what I'm hearing. It's like the ability to see through the illusions and this drive or focus on what it is that the divine's bringing you. You know, it's activating, it's allowing, and it's perceiving. It's a perfection, a union. There's a huge opportunity for genius in this energy. Let's get some animal spirits. We've got the octopus. Yeah, I feel this is like you're calling in this information, pulling in, and I feel it's like quantum information, quantum transformations. There is an awakening here. We've got the octopus, the butterfly, and the earthworm. This is literally like coming up from your shadows and like stepping into your light. This is a huge transformation. Somebody here is undergoing a great amount of change and transformation that's going to it's just this, for some it's a huge sense of healing or actual physical healing. For others, this is a new avenue or a new doorway to relationships. And there's a realization here that your past experiences had to take place so that you could be where you're at now. There's some information available to you, so make sure that you are open for it, reaching for it, because the divine's reaching right back for you. The swan wanted to come out. The swan talks about projections and mirroring, how we mirror other experiences. It's a mirror to our inner world. Our outer world is a reflection of our inner world. And then we have the golden egg, which talks about the heart. Again, it's a huge healing of the heart space. There is a sense of messages coming through the heart. It's not rushing, it's not pushing, it's not grasping. So just remember that when you are reaching for this information, that it is delivered in a place of surrender, this place of opening, of allowing. Let's see, let's get some, we'll go with the Oracle of the Seven Energies, and then we'll get some moon magic to wrap it up. What messages do we have? Yep. We got number 48 breaking down to a 12, which breaks down to a 3, the mind, body, soul connection again. And then we've got number 33, lots of 3s. There's just this huge sense of a connection to the divine, this quantum connection to your body, to your mind, to your heart. We got a burst of magic and ears wide open. On the bottom of the deck, we have a 6, which is another multiple of 3. It is what it is. There could have been a door that closed for some of you, but I see it as an opportunity to rebuild. And I see it as it actually being in your favor. Even for some that might not have thought this was the case, again, this is like a very divinely inspired path that's opening up. Okay, so everything that had to take place in order for you to step into this higher knowing, this higher path, this higher timeline. It's this sense that everything has purpose, and I see this as your purpose as a gift bestowed upon you. Right? It's cultivating conscious contact with a higher power, and it's coming to know what calls to you, what lights you up. Sometimes you might find that something you'd been pondering or a dilemma you let go of revisits you without warning. It might, hit you when you're thinking about nothing, or the trigger might just be the right words arising in a conversation or a book, a song, a blog, whatever. And there's this sense of like a lightning, like a light bulb. It's this epiphany that wakes you up to a truth that has probably previously eluded you. It's as if the whole world stops in that moment as you integrate the missing pieces of the puzzle that you were meant to solve all along. And this is that time for you now. Answers are coming directly from source and being downloaded into you with such force of conviction that you cannot be the same again. Be grateful for this beautiful burst of magic. It's not an everyday gift. Inherent is the knowledge that spirit is always listening to you, reminding you that you're not alone. Even if it appears, or even when it appears that you're trapped or alone, you always have a key to unlock the solution if you cultivate the willingness to be open to it and in tune with source. The answers come when you stop looking for them. Okay, so be mindful today. When information pops up out of the blue, pay attention. The action that you need to take will become obvious as you integrate this quite magical wisdom that's coming through, or that there's an opportunity for it to come through. But it's in the stillness. Okay, and last but not least, well, actually I'm going to get some moon magic, but the last oracle we've got, actually it's not the last because it is what it is, but I wasn't going to go into this. Okay, coming back. Ears wide open. It's that deep listening that we were just talking about, that stillness, right? It's tuning in and letting go of the ego's need to be heard, letting go of the world that's constantly speaking, and the world's constantly offering clues about what's going on under the surface of things, but we have to listen to hear it. We have the capacity to hear beyond the noise that reaches our ears. The challenge is when we feel misunderstood and unheard, when we feel insignificant. It's easy to over-explain ourselves, right? And attempt to get acknowledged. But now is the time to let all that go. Right? Offer your attention as the great gift it is. It's time to stop multitasking, checking your phone, thinking about what you're going to say next, doing all the things that keep you from connecting fully. Whenever we're in a state of chaos and distraction, paying attention only some of what's being said, we lose the ability to pick up on everything, including the shit that's not being said. So it's this sense of deep listening, which is the way we can immerse ourselves in the truth of the world. In this way, with ears wide open, we also open our hearts and our minds to understand more than what's conveyed through the words alone. Opportunities arise from the subtle cues that we miss when we're not 100% present. So this is an invitation to really step into your purposeful, open state of listening. Letting go of the need to be heard or to be right. Becoming expansive and alert to meaningful potential. Let go of the past. It's in the past for a reason. It's meant to be that way, and you can learn from it. Let's get some moon magic cards to wrap this up. What is that 40 sticking out? Yeah, the land between. So it's literally this repaving, this choosing not to go backwards, but to go forward, and in a very connected way. I accept in renewal and delight in fresh starts. I accept renewal and delight in fresh starts. Gratefully, I surrender my struggle. Gratefully, I surrender my struggle. I let go. I release. I am within perfect possibility. What is it that you're letting go of right now? Drop it in the comments. Let me know. Let me know what you're releasing to allow in for this divinity that is yours. I see the gateway is open and the pathway is clear. My journey begins. Thank you guys again for liking, sharing, commenting. Please make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified of upcoming videos. Till next time, love you guys.